that was really nice. And he was called Wolfie. But oh my gosh, what my favorite things? That's really okay. Nice.
Hi everyone, I'm here with Brick, which is my TikTok mutual. And this is my series interviewing my TikTok mutuals because I believe that TikTok is a weird app. It's like it feels like it's a social construct, but I feel like you should get to know people that you have like in your phone and also detach from it because we're always glued to our phones. So it's a thing where like having these type of conversations are they're fundamental and they're important. Plus our main theme in this episode is talking about growth and about growing and like and also like childhood, adulthood, but also other, because it's like I feel like in this conversation I also probably don't want to maybe stick too much on past, because like you obviously mentioned, you don't have much of what's it called? You have much of a memory of your past all that much. I mean, neither do I, to be honest. Do you know what I mean? Who does? But it's like, I feel like it's funny because I remember always small things about my childhood, which is so weird. But it's like how you mentioned about the pancakes.
Yeah.
I remember small things. Like I remember the old house I used to live in, and then I remember that they had blue stairs in there, but I don't really remember anything else other than that. Like, it's so weird. I don't know why it's just a blank, but anyways, I'm gonna move on to the next question because obviously I did ask you what your favorite things were. And you mentioned that obviously you've always liked animals because you have your dog Goose. for the viewers, you have your dog Goose and you really love Goose. And we were also just talking about how dogs are misunderstood, and I think they deserve love. Even though something I also want to touch on with you, do you think it's hard to have, like, because I know people when they have dogs and cats also in a house, it can be super chaotic. Do you think do you think that's like difficult?
I think so. I've never experienced that, but I do really want a cat and a dog when I grow up. When I'm like, when I have my own place. I would never be able to have that with Goose, which is really sad because she's terrified of cats.
Right.
But I think, so I don't really know what it would be like, but I feel like it would be really cute and like maybe they'd look after each other, but then maybe that's just in my head, like, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe they'd have to grow up together or something.
No, exactly.
Yeah, but that would be so cute. And then they look after each other. And
I think it would work that way because it's like when you see those videos of pets looking after babies, you're like, that's what I feel like that's the same way it works. Like, I think pets are afraid of babies at first, like when they come out and they're there and then you see them like comfort the baby and like do all these things that sometimes you don't think a pet would do. Like people be like, pets are actually aware, like they actually know what's going on. Like, so it's interesting though.
Yeah, no, it is. Yeah.
This one was also what is something that you would tell your past self?
My past self, probably there's a few things, but probably stop focusing on your body so much.
Yeah.
Like, because that just wasted so much of my childhood, focusing on, how big I was, how small I was, what I'm eating. Like, it wasted so much. And that would probably be the main thing, to just love your body. I mean, it's so easy to say, and I still am not there yet, but there's just so many more important things than what you look like. So, I think that would be it. I think.
No, exactly. No, I agree. I think, I don't know. Like, even if I think to myself, what would I tell my past self?
Yeah.
I think, no, like you said about the body thing, I would say that because that is so, I don't know why there is such a like pressure of that when we're young. It's very confusing because we don't really understand we don't even understand our bodies yet. And then we have such a idea of what it should look like when it should just be, though. Like, it's crazy.
Exactly, it's just the thing that carries you through life. It's not anything more than that. It's literally like it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't
No.
make sense. And it's so sad seeing like the rise of skinny talk and all of
No,
this.
exactly.
Like, oh, just fuck off. I can't do this. But yeah, that I would definitely say, yeah, that would be the main thing.
And I think what else, I guess, oh no, with past selves again, it's like, yeah, like you said, it would be not focusing too much, yes, on the way that you look, and it would also be being kinder to yourself as well, because like I've always thought about that. I would want to just give my past self a hug, if anything.
Yes,
Like
I always think about
just a
that.
pat on the back, like it's actually okay. Like,
Yeah, okay, you're gonna be okay.
yeah.
Literally.
And that whole idea that I guess people talk about now, which is that, yeah, your body is your vessel, and sometimes we don't look at it as that. Like, I feel like we're too hard on it, so it's like we need to be nicer with it. And also, I think, you know, when me and you were talking about tattoos before, I think I started looking more at my body as a canvas anyways, rather than like rather than like a concept, more of like I can decorate it, but like in a good way.
Yeah, no, that's why I love tattoos as well, because I'm like, dude, your body is just, yeah, it's just a canvas. You can just paint it. You can just do all these things to it. Like, it's, oh, yeah, that's such a lovely way of looking at it as well.
No, literally. And oh yeah, then there's going to be your the relocating thing that we talked about, because obviously we both said how we practically, well, yeah, you lived in my area, but I've lived here all my life as well, which is so weird. And it's like, we don't even know, because you might have lived here when I did, but then we wouldn't have known that.
Like we played together when we were kids or something.
Yeah, but then obviously I was gonna obviously say how it was just moving away and moving to Streatham, which is like still obviously nearby, but it's not the same also.
Yeah, I think it was also hard because when I was in Briar, I'm gonna say my old road, I was living on Briar Avenue in Pollard's Hill, and my grandma lived on the same road, and we spent so much time at my grandma's house, so I think it was hard as well to be away from her. But also I think I was mostly excited, I guess, about, because we moved into a bigger house. So I guess I was more excited about that. And I think my little self was probably just thinking, oh my gosh, we're in a big house. Can we get a dog now? Like, can we get an animal now? Please. Yeah. So I think it was bittersweet. Yeah, moving. I think.
Yeah, like what you just said also, I think, you know, it's interesting because it feels like when you're younger, it's fundamental really to have a pet. I don't know. I had them too, but I feel like you need it also at the same time, because I think you need obviously something to like connect to. And I think when you're younger, it doesn't really feel like you sometimes have that. Also, like not having a, I don't know, not having a voice kind of also. But I don't know, which is weird, but it's kind of, you do, I guess, as a young person sometimes.
Yeah, no, not having a voice is so true, because in my family, so half of my family is Goan, Indian, and the other half is Swiss, German, British. But on my like Goan side, is so like growing up with like every little part of you just being like picked at, and like everything is judged, and especially being a girl, like the boys were praised for doing literally nothing, and the girls are there just like working away, learning to cook from so young, like doing all that. And it's like, it definitely, I feel like I have so much anger in me now towards my family, I think, for just raising us differently and like sticking to these traditions that are so stupid. So I definitely, when I was younger, I definitely did feel like I didn't have really a voice. And like, if I did say something, it would be like, you're emotional, you're like all of this. So I think, that's very relatable, definitely.
I think it's, I don't know, like how you touched on, I mean, with all of that, I don't know. Is that, I don't even know if that would be classed as, I mean, toxic masculinity, but kind of, but also,
Yeah.
yeah,
Also,
no.
like, just internalized misogyny as well.
Yeah.
Like, with because it's really hard because I feel sorry for my aunties that they, like, have this hatred towards women. But I'm also like, you can grow out of that, and you can choose to just educate yourself and learn instead of just sticking to the ways you were brought up.
Yeah.
So it's like it's mixed feelings.
We're
But
both we're
yeah.
both relatable in that, which I just find so I find that so weird. Why is it like, oh, we have a connection in that our families just, I don't know, some of them are just not like, I don't know. I guess when women are not feminist, which I think is so strange because you just expect them to be, I mean, because it's their rights.
Right.
but like, but I don't know, like it's weird. And I think, like you said, it's like, yes, you can educate yourself and you can like still get out of that. You don't have to remain in that bubble.
Exactly.
But I don't know. I also think it's to do with the fact of like, I also think, because, you know, we sometimes think it's about like generational thing and then generational trauma and stuff like that. But it's also like, I also think it's to do with age as well. Like, I think also sometimes we know that when you get older, your ideals change anyways. Like, they seem to go in like different directions. I think it's always like you hear with like politics, people will start out as like Labour and then they'll slowly morph into Conservative, and we're like, how did you go from like, how did you go from one side to the other? But I think you hear that quite a lot. And I think you can also blame the world for that though anyways.
For sure.
Because it just rubs off on you in the worst possible ways.
Right, yeah. Dude, my dad used to be a conservative, so we had a lot of things pushed up, like beliefs pushed onto us, and then I don't even know when he changed, but like it's just so strange how you can go, like, obviously I'm glad he changed, but like, how can you even think like that in the first place? I don't know. I don't get it. And how can you, I would always be like to him, like, I just don't understand, like, how can you have conservative views and he's married an Indian woman, my mom? Like, I don't understand that.
Yeah.
And I still say to her, because some of his stuff he says is just so, and I just don't understand. I just don't get, I don't know why they chose each other, but okay. Okay.
Not when we feel like, why did you marry this man?
Literally, I say that to her, and I feel bad, but I'm also like, I just don't get it. Like, I want to understand, but I don't think, and I will never marry a man. I will never do that.
No, definitely not.
This is just like, that makes me feel sick.
Yeah. Even, I guess, even what you mentioned with that, how do you feel like, on the whole concept of not dating men, how do you feel like that you came to learn that? Because that can also obviously coincide with growth anyways, and growing as a person.
Yeah, I think it's because, like, sadly I am attracted to men, which is really horrible. But, like, I don't know, I just felt like I don't know how to put it. Like, I just feel like no man could, like, that sounds really bad.
Like, actually, it's a safe space.
I feel like if you date a man, you're always going to be reminded at the end of the day, he's just a fucking man.
Yeah.
And he will say things that will make you realize, oh my God, you're just a man. Like,
yeah.
Like, my dad says stuff and I'm like, you're just a fucking white man, and it makes me sick. And
your dad? He said, oh no.
Like, really. And it just, so I feel like if I ever chose to, I would just also feel like just there's something missing, and I just never feel happy with myself.
Or the concept of you know what I've always thought, because obviously people talk about lavender marriage. I've always thought, like, I was like, in a way, even though like I relate to you as in, oh yeah, I'm attracted to men, but I don't see myself being with one. Like, I changed my label to queer recently because I thought that obviously I know, and I accepted it. I was like, cool, that's fine. But then I was like, it's not a future I see for myself. Like, I don't think so. But it's like, what's it called? I think that, like, it's hard because, yeah, you generally just do see men as like, oh, they're not the ideal person. It's just, I don't know. It's very strange. It's just, I don't know. It can't work. Is it out again? Oh, okay. I was talking about lavender marriage and how, yes, that's the only way I think that would, like, for me to be with a man, because it's like a lavender marriage is like, I feel like the concept of lavender marriage is like, there's not much, like, really happening, and you're not with a straight heterosexual man, like, and like they have views that are like not like the best, and I don't feel like, it's like you obviously always hear in marriages, it's like a woman doesn't know what to say to a man, and it's because it's like anything she says is the wrong thing, and it's like, well, what can you do in this marriage? Actually, not breathe. So I'm like, I think to myself, like, I don't know, lavender marriage would be interesting, and it would be the only way. It's just, I know that people always say, because you know, it's like that thing people say, oh, I don't want a man in my house. It's like, yeah, you don't want him in there.
But I don't want a man. Why would a man be there? Why
would a man be there? No, honestly, it's weird. It's like, it's hard.
Well, yeah, honestly, like, and my dad is like, I feel like also you get a lot, like, from of what you think men are like as well. Also, growing up, okay, I haven't finished the sentence, but just growing up with 4 fucking brothers, it's like, yes, there were some lovely parts, but it's also, I always wanted a sister. I was like, it just always felt like, why did they do that to me? Why? I know it's not their fault, but why was I the only girl? It's
right. Okay. No, exactly.
I feel like they have led to just me hating men a little bit more. But yeah, and I never want an angry man in the house. I don't want a man full stop, but like,
exactly,
it's an angry, I just want it to be a peaceful, safe environment, and I feel like that could never happen with a man there.
Yeah.
It's scary.
I've never thought about that, like what you mentioned. I've never thought about what it must be like to be the only girl in a house. It's interesting. I just mean, like, me and your households are obviously, yes, completely different. I mean, of course, you're the only girl in a household of boys, and then it's like only three. I'm the youngest, and then it's like, I guess my brother would see it as he's in a house full of women, and then plus my dad, but then that's basically it. Like, I think to myself, how weird must that be? Like, you could obviously relate to that, of being on the other, like, I don't know, the other shoe, but I think that would be so hard, like you said, like, that you're just you just have to do that all by yourself. And then I guess it's like, also, like you also mentioned earlier, it's that they'll see the guys doing something and be like, oh, that's great, but then I guess if you do it and then it's in the exact same way, it's like it's not praised as like highly. So that's crazy.
So
that's why, I mean, this is why I love conversations like this anyways, is because I guess people's experiences are always different, and growing up also, that's why I chose that theme anyway, is really hard to do, depending on just obviously what we're talking about right now, which is experiences, and how you navigate those. Like, it's one of the hardest things. But have you ever, as in, like, what's it called, like, dated men in the past?
Yes, I have. It's so sad, but yeah, I dated The thing is, my relationships though, I'm not very good at relationships because I just get obsessed. So I've actually just been like celibate for a year because I just get so obsessed. But yeah, in the past also like it was so rude because the men I dated kind of, it was like they were either secret relationships where they didn't want anyone to know, or like or it was like I don't want to put a label on it, and I was just like, what is going on? Like,
first of all, let's say screw those men. Like for the moment, we said for the moment of right now, screw those men, and also poor you as well, because you probably need that.
Literally, like what? It's so, and then I think that probably led me more to be. Oh, there's someone outside my door. Be more more obsessive and like clingy, and I don't know. I'm trying to at the moment just focus on myself.
Yeah.
And like, even though it's not even there yet, and it's been a year, but because otherwise, yeah, I don't know. As soon as like there's a little thing where I might like someone, I'm like, okay, I plan my whole life with them, and I'm like, why am I doing that? And like I can't do things casually, so I just need to. But loving myself is going well. It's going okay, you know. I think so. Like, I'm just trying to figure out what I actually like as well, because I always, when I'm in a relationship, then everything's about them.
Yeah.
Like, they like, I'm like, and I'm like, what do I actually like? What do I like wearing? What do I like doing? And I don't know. But I've recently started this choir, and it's really fun. And like, I've been doing loads of clay and art.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about the choir, but now you're here.
I've only gone once, and my mum goes to it. It's like mostly older people, but I just was like, I did choirs in my school, and it's so lovely singing with people and just like hearing how it sounds and practicing singing.
It does sound really nice. I meant like euphoric also, like in a way.
Literally, yeah. But yeah, I'm really excited about that. And with this choir as well, we get to do like we get to perform as well I think it's every month or every 2 months, which is pretty cool. So that's going to be exciting, and also build a bit of confidence because I don't know, obviously stage fright and just doing things in front of people is scary, just like especially singing. But at least I won't.
No, exactly.
So that's okay. That's okay. But your singing is really good as well. I love when you post your singing videos.
I haven't, like when you mentioned singing, I was like, I haven't sang, I guess, in front of people in a really long time. I mean, no, of course, like the videos is like people are watching me, but it's not the same. I've not been on a stage in like ages. I guess when you were saying you did choirs, I used to do like, I guess in school I did go to a lot of what's it called? I went to the singing clubs and I did all of that, but it's like, it's weird because like you mentioned the choir, I feel like I would want to do something like that because I guess I haven't done it with other people. I guess it's aside from like karaoke, but I guess that's also like, that's good, but it's like, it doesn't like also count as much. But I feel like how you explain the choir, that could be great. I mean, because singing is such a lovely experience.
Yeah.
Well, where's this choir? I mean,
it's Crystal Palace Community Choir.
Okay.
And it's like, I think the place is we sing in like this church hall. Well, we practice in this like church hall, and it's like, I think it's somewhere near Crystal Palace in Norwood. But I did find out yesterday. I thought it was free. I found out yesterday you have to pay £26 a month, and I was like, that's so rude.
That's so crazy.
Choir. But it's okay. I mean, I can do it. But yeah,
I can do.
It's just why? I thought community choir would be like, yeah, it's free. Come and join. Like, but yeah, but I'm gonna do it because I feel like when I was a kid, my mom always wanted me to do loads of extracurriculars, and I never wanted to. And now I'm an adult, I'm like, I want to do some groups. I want to join some things. Because also making friends in your like 20s or when you're it's just so weird.
Hard,
like,
yeah.
It's so hard. And I don't know about, did you go to uni or?
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it's
I
like
didn't
difficult.
either, and it's so strange not like following the natural path, I
No,
guess.
exactly.
Yeah. So I mean, I want to make some friends my age, so this
Right.
quiet isn't very good for that. But I don't know. I want to join just maybe some art groups or something, or just whatever. I need to look up some things.
Yeah, I mean, if you mentioned art, of course, I have lots of stuff for that. Like, anyways,
Yes. Oh
I'm the
yeah.
plug
You
for
did
that.
send me that thing.
I have
Yeah.
loads of stuff, and I go to all of those. But
That's
it's like,
really cool.
yeah, and I feel like art, like, like, I guess me and you both like art, anyways, as well. It's like you need it, like, in life, as in it's very important, and it helps you to do so many different things. I mean, I use art as a way to maybe, I guess, channel my emotions basically. It's also like a journal without words. Like, but like it's like it feels like that. It's like it makes you feel like, oh, art saved me, but that feels like such a huge such a huge statement to say. Like, it's just, all it is some drawings. But like,
but literally, it's so true though, because I do feel so much better when I create stuff.
Right.
I guess you're like thinking about what you're creating, and it kind of just, I don't know, it's kind of peaceful. Sometimes is horrible.
Honestly,
and you're like, I hate this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's me every time I paint, like, honestly. Like, that's the medium. I think it's weird. I've not really got with, like, I've not fell in love with that yet. I still, like, when I'm painting, I'm like, I'll paint something and I'll be like, oh, I hate it. and then it's like, and then I feel like I lose my spark. Like, I hate when you're creating and you have it, and then it's gone, and you're like, oh, what do I do now? Like, what do I do with the spark now that it's gone? Might as well just stop.
It's so true. It's hard to keep the motivation. Like, it's really hard, especially when you hate something you've done. You're like, okay, I'm never doing this again now.
Exactly. I think that's why I needed the clubs. Like, of course, how you said you want to join those, but I think that's what I needed them for. Like, those clubs motivate me to go outside of my comfort zone, I guess. It's more of a thing where they'll set you tasks also. So it's like, you're not doing the stuff that you would do at home. Like, it's more just different stuff. Like, when you're at home, you're relaxed, you're chilled. It's like you're doing whatever. But it's like at art clubs, it's like they'll say, I don't know, draw the person in the room, and like then like time you, and then you're gonna have to move on, and then it's just like challenging. But you need that also, because you have to like test yourself, and you can't be like obviously comfortable in, like, as in be comfortable in art like all the time. You need to get out also, and it's like I feel like I want to get better at art anyways, even though I go to these clubs, but I think that's why they help, because I need more guidance. Like,
they sound really cool. I want to come along one time, because that sounds really cool. That's what I've been looking for, like just art clubs or
ice cream.
Yeah. Ice cream. Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Dude, I never go out anymore to get ice cream, man. I should.
No, me either. It's funny when the ice cream van comes near your house, and I'm like, I would go out there, but I'm not going to.
But like, it's just like, can you give me a warning? Like, otherwise I have to like run and get everything ready. Yeah, no. I feel so bad though. Just going along.
But I think back to, actually, what we were saying again about art was that I know that there was a class on the other day, and I didn't go. I think it was stencil making.
That is really cool.
And I did that the last time, but it was really hard. And I remember that I think I also cut myself, which was so weird. But of course it was a stencil, so I was like, it was obviously my first time doing it, and I was like, it wasn't, I guess, you know, when you have a bad experience with something, you think to yourself, oh, I don't want to necessarily do it again. Yeah. But then it's like, I know that I also want to get better, but I know that, like, growing up, again, I was like, I love that this is our theme anyways, that it's like, growing up, I think I've always had a defeatist kind of mentality anyways. Like, I'm like, oh, if I can't do this, I'm like, I I don't want to keep trying to do it.
Yes.
I'm like, it's better to just like leave it there. And maybe one day I'll revisit it. But also
I'll just wake up.
Yeah. It's just it's hard. But do you like stencil?
Yeah.
Have you ever done stencil before?
I think is that like just like making a stencil and then
Yeah, it's like you have like a paper or like a kind of design, and then you get the stencil cutter thing and you cut it out, and then you like spray paint it onto a top or like a bag or something like that. And that's basically what you do, I feel like.
That's so cool. Yeah, I think I did that maybe one time when I was doing A-level art. But I want to do more stuff like that, and like lino printing.
I've never done that.
I love that stuff. Oh my gosh. I did it when I think I was in secondary school and we did that, and I really want it. And I want to do more art like onto my clothes, I think. Like, and sewing beads and stuff onto that. There's so many ideas, but I don't want to start because starting is so hard. Starting to do something. It's like, that's the hardest part. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Honestly. Isn't it? Being an adult is weird.
Yeah. It is weird. I'm literally turning 21 in July, and I'm like, what? What is that? What? It doesn't, I mean, it's not even going to change anything. My mom keeps saying, this is your big birthday, like, this is really important. And I'm like, but what is it? I don't understand.
But I don't think 21 is anyways. I mean, it's funny. Of course, I'm 22, but I don't feel like 21 was that much of a change. And I don't think they even count 21 as a milestone anyways. I think it's like 20, 22, 25, like, and I think 30 after that maybe. Yeah, I think like that's how the milestones go. And I do think like obviously 22 like does feel like, I think 21 just feels like a dip. If anything, it's just like an age that you walk over. Basically, you're like, oh, it's 21. Like that's weird. But I think 22 makes you more. It's weird because even I'm 22 now, and I'm still thinking about the fact that my next milestone is 30. But then it feels like it's not, but it also is. At the same time.
That's scary. Yeah.
So it's scary.
Wait, what? Yeah, this is scary. Growing up is scary, man.
So it's just like you think of all these things, and I think that also like we need to obviously, again, even how me and you were saying, we need to be kinder to ourselves. And even when we're growing up and stuff like that, we especially have to be like the fact that we think, oh my gosh, like I'm 22, like all of a sudden like the world's gonna end soon, and then I won't even know what I've done with my life. And we said, you actually have time, like there's so many years to go.
That's so true. That is so true. Yeah, I always feel like, I don't know, because I don't know what I want to do in my life. I have no idea. Like,
me either.
It's just so, how can you decide what you want to do with your whole life? That's such a huge decision, and there's so much pressure to know, but I don't like. I
think like obviously people need to get rid of that saying and be like, it's okay to not know. We said change it to that. It's okay not knowing.
Like what do you mean? What am I gonna do in the next 5 years?
Right.
What?
Live in mystery. Is that should be the motto. Live in mystery and be mysterious. Don't let anyone know your next move either.
Exactly. That's so funny.
Because I think that like, when I see adults, sometimes I'm like, you have people who would just be like, oh, I'm gonna go jetpack around Europe, and we're like, is that what it is? Is that what adulthood looks like? It's just like doing random things and like trying to figure it out, but you're not really doing it, but you're just still trying to do it the best way that you can. But it will just, I don't know. I guess, it's time. But time is not on our side. That's also another thing. It's time.
Oh my God, yeah. No, it's crazy.
Oh my gosh, you know what I want to actually talk about right now, which is fun? I want to talk about, the idea of like past eras. Like, I feel like I've had a lot. I mean, like, as in like being 22 now, it's like, if I was to look at old pictures, it's weird. Like, you know, when you look back and you see yourself and it's like, oh, when I was younger, I had no piercings, but now I do. And that feels weird. I'm like, my face does not look the same. Because it's like, now there's a different image. There's a different person as well. Like, a different person with different thoughts and opinions. Like, would you say that, do you have one, like, as in, do you feel like maybe you had I don't know, an emo era, or like, I feel like, did I? Kind of, a little bit.
I think, I definitely had an emo era. But I think I was just really depressed.
Fair.
I think I was definitely just really depressed, but I would still, like, I was really cringe as well. Like, why couldn't I be depressed, like, in a, I don't know, not a cringe way.
Yeah.
Like, I look back at my old art books from, like, GCSE, and they were so dark and, like, terrifying. And I was like, what? Are you okay? Like, what is going on? But, yeah, it is really weird looking back at old pictures. I hate love it. Like, I don't know. I feel... Because I feel, especially when I look back at old pictures as well, I immediately start looking at my body and how it was different. I'm like, stop it,
right.
Stop looking at it. Just, you were different, you were younger. Like, your body changes when you grow. Like,
exactly.
That's completely normal. That's what happens. Hello. But, yeah, past eras is really funny. Like, do you remember, like, the Visco girl?
Yes, I had one of those, and I remember I was looking at pictures the other day, and I think, like, it's like Snapchat, that's the era, and I was looking back on there, and I was like, I remember when I used to draw my eyebrows on, and they looked weird. Like, why were they so big? Like, I'm like, why did you think that was normal? For like, I'm just asking, like, I think it's really strange. Just like, I just can't even explain it.
It's so strange. But also, I'm kind of, like, I was such an awkward teenager. And so, like, I was not... I feel like teenagers now is so scary. What is going on?
Yeah.
I feel like they don't have the awkward phase and they need it. Because...
No, they don't.
That's what, like, made me... I don't know. Because going through, like, being an awkward little weirdo is, like... You kind of need that in your life. I think.
No, you do.
Yeah.
I think it's like, I don't know. Yeah, you have to come out. Yeah, the other side. Plus, I also think, like, even with having my podcast, I'm like, I think younger me would be proud of myself for having it, because I think that, like, you know, she's like talking to people and like creating conversations, when I know when I was younger I used to be really shy. So it's like I think it's like I came out of that, like, it was hard, but it's like, it was like I was more quiet and like I don't really think I spoke to anybody. But it's like now I'm able to like have conversations and I guess not be afraid of them also. There's fear in that. I do think it can be hard even now. And like how me and you were saying, as in creating, also like trying to have friends when in your 20s, that can be difficult as well. But you just kind of have to just test the waters with these things. And you're better for it. I mean, you're actually so much better for it. So, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, I think my younger self definitely would be proud of me, and also I definitely think she would be like, oh my god, you're so cool, which makes me really happy, because that would be, I just really want to meet her.
Do you want to go in a time machine and meet her again?
Yeah, can we please just meet up and just talk to each other and just I don't know, it would be so strange. But yeah,
it reminds me of, remember the what was that thing that I had on TikTok? Remember that I met my younger me for coffee?
Oh yeah, that thing. I met my younger me for coffee, and that
was crazy.
We need to organize this, please. Yeah.
Because it's so interesting. I think people sometimes usually would say what, but they felt, sometimes people would say they felt like their younger me, wouldn't like themselves today, which is interesting.
Yeah.
I mean,
that is true, yeah.
I've never thought about it that way. Like I said, I mean, I think I would like myself today. It's like, no, yeah, but I feel like I would, because it's like, I came, I don't know, I guess you say, I came out the other side. Even though there's more stuff, you know, you think yourself, there's more stuff to heal, more stuff to go through, but I'm actually like, I'm doing okay. So like, all the turmoils, they're all just like, they were necessary, and then you're here.
Yeah.
Basically.
So true, yeah.
But would you say that, because obviously I also wanted to talk about as well, like, would you say that, because obviously me and you spoke about how when you're growing up, you have to also have a, you also have to have, what's the word I'm looking for? But you have to have a comfort or a, I don't know, a corner. Mine was always like books, but I'm saying like, do you feel like you had one? It's like, I think for me, books was like, I'd go away from everybody and I would just read a book in the library, and I would have that time, because I was like, I don't want to be around anyone right now. Like, it would just be too much. But do you feel like you had that comfort in something?
I think definitely, for me, books was a big part of my childhood. Books were a big part of my childhood as well. But like, as I've grown older, I haven't read. I don't know, I find it really hard to read now. But,
no, same.
But also, I think I'd probably say my cousins, when we were younger, we were really close, and they were like, we would see each other all the time, and they were probably my comfort as well. Also because they were the only ones who understood like what it was like to be in our family.
Right,
so
exactly.
And like, we would all just have our little chats and like look after each other. And I think, and still now, but our cousins have kind of like, I mean, everyone's grown up, and there's also like, I've found out that some of my, especially male cousins, have particular views, which is weird to find out. And so like I don't really talk to many of them, but definitely my cousins were my comfort, I think, when I was younger.
Like how you mentioned about the book thing, I'm like, well, I wonder why does that happen? Like, I meant as in, like, I also relate to what you said, because it's just like, yes, reading used to be a comfort for me when I was younger, and I still try to read now, but it doesn't even feel like it's the same. I guess people say like reading necessarily more so like sometimes feels like a chore more than it does for enjoyment. It's like you're reading, but you're not really reading the words. Like
no, literally. And I think also being neurodivergent, and because I have dyslexia as well, and I feel like when I was younger, I don't know how to explain it, but like I did really well in primary school and like secondary school kind of, and I was really into like reading and educating myself, and then I don't know what happened. I think it's like the burnout or something.
Yeah, probably.
And then I just stopped, and I hated just anything academic or like reading now. I try so hard and it feels so draining. It's so weird, but I want to be that person who just sits and like reads their book, and I don't know, like it's so strange. I don't know.
That's why I think like even I think I guess we're still on the topic of younger selves. I still think about the fact that she had such a better concentration span and stuff than I do now. I'm like, I would give anything. Like that's the one thing I said I would want that. Like I need that. Like can I go back to my younger self and rob that from her, because I do need it right now. Like I said, I generally need it, and now I feel like I'm more so now I'm a visual learner, even though I guess I always thought I was in general, but
Yeah.
then I guess more so now because it's just like I still try to be like what you said, the whole idea of, you know, I don't know, reading on the bus, and like, but I'm like, not, I don't feel like the book's really taking me though. I'm more looking outside, so that means I'm not in the world, I guess, like, you know, I'm not in the world that the book wants me to be in, basically.
For sure. Yeah, definitely.
I'm more on the outside, and it's like you don't want that.
You want to be inside the book.
Exactly.
Yeah, literally. It's so, and I mean, definitely with like social media and the like need for like instant gratification. I feel like I'm just not very good at just sitting down and like doing something that's gonna take a while. It's really sad because like I want to be able to do things. That's why the choir is really helpful, because it's not just an instant like, oh my gosh, we've finished, like we've done this. We have to work on it, and like practicing singing has been like really good, because I find it so frustrating because I just want to get it right, but I just have to take my time and get through it and not rush. So yeah, I think that as well.
It's good that, I guess, when you, with the choir, that you do have something, to pour your energy into. I think that's the thing. We always need stuff like that, in order to put our energies elsewhere. And I guess you also mentioned social media and the fact that, social media now has influenced us to, doom scroll. It's the fact that we can't sit through videos anymore. I'm like, I feel so sad as the fact that I know that like our society, a lot of us are doom scrollers now. And we can't really watch, I don't know, 10-minute videos, or like, I don't know what your max is, but I don't know. Like, I think it's like I'm probably there for like 5 minutes and then it's the next thing. It's like, I don't know. It's interesting because I think something really has to grab you in order for like for you to stay on, like, I guess with TikTok anyways. I don't know. What would you even say that is for you? Because I feel like mine recently anyway has been more so like the comedy videos. I guess that's why they're a quick way to pull you out of it sometimes anyways, but it's in like to maybe give you a laugh, I feel like.
What do I don't know what I really watch on TikTok. Oh, I don't think I can watch like long videos on TikTok. It's really bad. I feel like when I am on TikTok, I'm like, I just scroll, and then like I'll comment on Mutual's posts and like Mutual's posts, but most of it, I don't think I can really like sit down and watch a whole video, which is really embarrassing as well. It's like, it feels so weird to say that, but like I watch, and when I watch like TV series and stuff, I'm always like skipping. I'm like 10 seconds. Why am I doing that? It's really weird. Like, I can't just sit down and watch it. I have to like, I don't know. I get bored so easily, which is really sad.
And it's weird because, I mean, me and you even talking about concentration spans now, I'm like, what's the way to fix them? But I know that there's not a way.
I know. Literally, there's no. We've ruined it already. Yeah. But like, I always say like, oh, I wish I never started social media at like downloaded any apps. I do think social media is great in some ways, but I just wish I could start over, because now I don't think I'll ever delete TikTok, because I do love it. There is like a part of it that's really nice. The little community.
Exactly. I've always thought that with TikTok as well. There's like, I guess it's like there's bad things, but there's also good. Like, as in, there are. It's so strange.
It's really hard. I love TikTok.
You said in the end, like, I love TikTok.
I love it. It's so bad. I just love posting. I love seeing my mutuals post. Like, it's just cute. It's like, it's really, Yeah.
And like this, like for me, like with me and you, you need it for connection as
Yeah.
well. And the funny thing is, obviously, when we mentioned about like friends, like the whole concept of friends, it's like a lot of
Yeah.
my friends have found online anyways.
Yeah.
Without it,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have most of my closest friends. Like it's
Yeah.
so weird, but I generally wouldn't have a lot of them in my life that I
Mm.
do now. So it's
Yeah.
so weird because we just think of social media as this scary place, but
Mm.
there's also connections to be found and things to
Yeah.
learn, especially as well.
Yeah.
Like things to
Yeah.
learn. That's the main thing. I feel like I learn a lot on
Yeah,
these
definitely.
apps a lot of the time. Things I would have loved
Yeah.
to have learned in school. I mean, hello, like
Mm.
what did I go there for?
That's true as well. Dude, I always think about that. I hate the school education system
Right.
in the UK, in anywhere, to be honest. Like, it's so, it makes me feel sick. And I'm a preschool teacher, but
Mm.
like, I, I just, I don't know. I don't think I want to carry on like having a teaching career because I don't want to be part of this
Mm.
education system. It makes me feel, and also because, I mean, you must feel this as well, being neurodivergent in school,
Mm.
and just that it's not built for, it's built for neurotypicals, and if you're neurodivergent, you're just treated like less, I guess.
No, exactly. No,
Yeah,
as
it's
in, I suppose, yes, I saw that when I was obviously doing SEN. I saw that
yeah,
quite a lot. Like it was hard because it was like I thought to myself, it's funny because like looking after these kids, I thought it's what I would have been like. I would have been like that if I was a
yeah,
child in school today. That would
yeah,
have probably been me. Like the fact of the matter
mm,
is that these kids can't really concentrate, and I know that it's something I would have had trouble with, and
yeah,
it's weird. It's like I don't know. And I think for me also with like when obviously when you talk about neurodivergence, it's like I don't think I really ever had any onset stuff with it, but it's a thing that's come
mm,
more it's come more current in my adulthood, which is
yeah,
very weird. Like it feels like it's backwards. But like
yeah,
it's interesting, and I guess like you said, it can be very isolating for those kids.
yeah, for sure.
And it's very sad though, I feel like.
Yeah, but that's really good working with SEN. That's one thing I would been thinking about maybe going into as well, because like if I can't, I don't know, if I don't like the system, just at least try and help people
Mm.
that are in it. But yeah, I do. I'm thinking about that. I don't know. I'm not sure what. I don't know
I
what I'm.
enjoyed it. I meant for the
Yeah,
time that I did it for, like, but this
yeah,
just I think I wasn't. I think you know it's funny. It's like I don't even want to bash my old job or anything because I'm like it wasn't that bad, but
yeah,
it's just like I don't know. It was a thing where I wanted to help these SEN kids, but I thought to myself maybe I wasn't the right person to do it, and maybe
sure,
I needed to
yeah,
be more with the kids that I could handle, if that makes
mm,
sense. I mean,
yeah.
I don't feel like I don't want to put that in a bad way, but it's like the
No, it makes
SCN
sense.
kids would like, yeah, they'd lash out at you, and it would be a bit like
Yeah,
difficult. And I think that was obviously
mm,
probably my reasons for like not sticking with SEN because
mm,
I couldn't always handle their moods. Um, and it
yeah,
was a thing where it was just a bit difficult. And I guess yeah, there was one time where a kid like scratched me, and it was where it was like, oh, I don't know if I want to stay in this, because I
yeah,
was
yeah,
like, if it's always going to be like this, it's just like a bit difficult. And I think I don't know if you also relate to this, but I've also sometimes always felt like I need reassurance in the workplace, and if I don't have it, then I don't think that I
yeah.
can stay. Because
I
it's
get
just
that.
like if I don't
Yeah,
know that I'm not doing a good job, then I'm not
yeah,
really sure like what it is that I'm doing.
yeah,
Like I'm just like someone actually needs to pat me on the back, and maybe that's like
yeah.
childish of me,
See,
but it's like
yeah.
I need the gold sticker.
No,
I,
same.
I, I need it. I need it so
Literally
bad.
same. Honestly, I no, I feel like that too. I feel like everybody should be shown how much they're appreciated in their job.
Yeah.
Like, you should be saying, if I was a boss, I'd be like, yeah, well done, like, oh my gosh, you did amazing, like giving them, I don't know, good points about how they're doing.
Yeah.
Because I started my new job recently, and the first like 2 weeks I was getting nothing but criticism, and I was feeling so horrible. And I know, like, I'm new there, but I just felt like I just was like, okay, do you want me to just leave? Like, I can't do it. I guess it's like the rejection. What is it? It's like rejection something in ADHD as well, where it's just you just, it's just nice to be validated.
Yeah.
It's important, definitely. And especially, working with kids, and especially SEN kids, is really hard. I have been bitten twice by one of the kids, and it's like, I don't know, it's hard because you don't really know what to. I don't want to become scared of a kid.
No.
But I also...
Exactly, no, I was. Exactly. It's like, that's what happens. It's like, after the incident happens, it's like you feel scared, and you can't, like, I guess you can't do your job the same. And so it feels like, what else is there to do? Like...
Yeah. No, literally.
And it can be a bit, like, difficult after a while.
Yeah. Yeah, it is hard. Definitely. But, yeah. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm gonna do.
And we both relate, to the whole... I guess we both relate to the whole, like, teaching thing. You're still in... You're still in teaching. I'm out. But, like, we both relate to that. But you just... So you... My question is, like, you don't think that you want to remain in it?
I think... I don't know. I'm in, like, two minds about it, because I do love working with kids, especially, like, younger, I don't know, like 2 to 5 year olds.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, I just really, like, they're so vulnerable, and I really want to... I know there's a lot of people that shouldn't be working with kids and that treat them really badly.
Exactly, yeah.
And I want to be there as an advocate for the kids, and just to make sure people are treating them right. Obviously, you can't do that everywhere, but...
No.
So I do just feel very strongly about it, but then also, I don't know, I don't really know if I want to do this for my whole life, but obviously I don't need to do that.
No, generally.
Like, I'm probably going to stay in the preschool I'm at for maybe 1 to 2 years, because I want to just save up, and I don't know what I'm going to do when I save up. Oh yeah, move out of my parents' house, hopefully, if I can, in this economy. But
no, exactly.
But yeah, I don't know. But it's so strange thinking about what I want to do, because I don't know. I always said as well I would never be a teacher, because my mum was a nursery teacher as well.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm never doing this, because she would always take me in with her when I was younger, and now I am doing it, so it feels really weird as well. I'm like, why did I just end up
doing your mother's career?
Like, what am I doing?
Like copy and paste.
Literally. Well, yeah.
Wait, I think, what was it? I was gonna remember my question. But then I was gonna say, like, so the concept of the fig tree, remember on TikTok, it's like, obviously, would you say, like, teaching, I guess, would be a part of your fig tree, but what else would you say would be on there?
Wait, is the fig tree like things that are important to you, or
it was like, the trend, remember, it was like it was all these, it was the fig tree, and it had all these different jobs that you kind of aspired to, like, be.
Probably, one thing, like, I always think about is, like, owning a little cafe or a bakery.
Oh my gosh, that's so you, actually, anyway.
So cute! And obviously, it probably won't happen, but, like, just the idea of, I don't know, waking up and then baking some croissants.
No, I could literally imagine you as a barista.
Yes, and, like, just, that would be really sweet. And then probably tattoo artist is definitely on there. One day, maybe. also just an artist, like just like a, I don't know, maybe an Etsy artist or so. I don't know. I just sell stuff like online.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not sure what else. I don't really know what. I do want to. I mean, this isn't really a job, I guess, but one thing I really want to do is start ice skating lessons.
Okay.
Right? Because I want to like. I don't know. I want to be able to do those spins on the ice and.
Yeah, but obviously, like you said, you wouldn't really say it's like, oh, you want to be an ice skater. You just wanna ice skate.
Really a job. But I can't really think of any other jobs. Yeah. Oh no, dog groomer or dog something to do with dogs. Like maybe dog groomer. Or like a behavioralist for a dog as well.
That sounds cute. I feel like you should actually do all of those. Like
everything.
Do everything. I'm just like the thing is that people always want you, like, I guess, to be boxed in, but it's literally like do everything that you want to do and more. Like don't limit yourself. And I guess even how you mentioned tattooing, like you could obviously start tattooing like right now, like as in you could literally just start now. I guess, I mean, I know a lot of my friends who do tattoos, like they all have their own like small businesses of just doing those. And I guess that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. That's why you could obviously also do the exact same thing.
True. I need to get on practicing.
I don't know. For the fig tree thing, I think when I always thought of mine was like, I don't know, it was author, it was teacher, it was singer, I guess, when I was younger, which was so crazy because I know that I loved singing so much, which I still do, but I guess like less so, but it would have been on there as well. And then I don't know, you also mentioned art, so I feel like artist as well would be on there too. And then I don't know, what else would I want to do? There's just like, and sometimes I think there's so many different, like, you know, when you think of like cool jobs, but there's like cool jobs, like I don't know, being somebody who like works with dolphins or like like one of those really weird outgoing jobs that is just like, it's just you doing the mundane but like in a fun way. Like actually in a really fun way. And you mentioned also, because I feel like vet and stuff is really cute as well, because that's looking after animals and like that's really gorgeous.
I did want to be a vet for like most of my life, and then I got to A levels and I tried to take biology and chemistry, and I dropped both of them. I only carried on with art and geography because I couldn't do it. Like, I don't know, I'm just not very academically gifted, I guess. Or like, not even just
who is?
Who is? But also, I think I also just maybe I'm just a bit lazy as well. Like, that's hard. Like, that's really. But maybe I can do some courses in the future. I think I don't know, uni. Like, I don't really want to go to uni right now, but I do want to. If I find something that I'm really passionate about or that I really want to work towards, then maybe. But yeah, that would be a really.
So you feel like, anyways, with university, you're still thinking of going there, but just as a potential, but like not right away.
Not right away. It's just because like, but it's also terrifying. Uni just terrifies me as well. Like, I feel like I would just not get work done. Like, you have to be your own, like, I don't know, mentor person. You have to get it done. And I don't think I'd be very good at that.
It's true. I think it's similar to obviously college, but then also I guess in a more stronger way though, because I guess it's like, uni is a lot of just independent work and not a lot of support, I guess. I think because I feel like in college you probably get more support, but I think in university, like, you don't. So
Yeah,
that would be really
definitely.
hard. And I think for me and you, I guess we probably would need the support anyway.
Yeah, we need the extra support.
we
We
said
need,
we actually need it. So
literally. Yeah,
it would be a bit difficult.
yeah. You would go to uni, or is that out?
I don't know. I think it's yeah. I even think what you said. I think it's like I always thought I wanted to like go to uni to do writing, but I remember
Yeah.
I never had the right grades at the time, and then it was just like, oh, I just thought I was going to go to uni to do something I didn't like, and then I was like, well,
Yeah.
then you can't do that because that's a waste. And then I'm like, all that student debt, what is that for? Like, I'm here doing the wrong degree. So then I was like, no, we just might as well just leave it. But
Yeah.
I do think like how you're saying, it's like I guess the potential of it. I mean, like not being completely shut off. I mean, from it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's just like, I don't know. I guess when you hear on the radio people talk about how they're still like, yeah, they're still spending their student debts. I mean, paying off their student debts today. Right. I said, what? How old are you? Like 20, 25? I said, no. Who wants all that baggage? Like, I don't want it. Like, let go.
Please. Also, like, where does that money go? I'm sorry, but
where does it go?
Where does it go? Because
nobody
I
knows.
guess the problem, but like, what's going on? Why is it that expensive to just have an education? Shouldn't be like that.
No, definitely not.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
But I guess I've always thought of it that university is it's weird because me and you probably would both think like, oh my gosh, university is the leg up to employment. But then I also think that we hear people who even do go to university struggle with getting jobs, so then it makes you think it probably doesn't matter. Like, actually it doesn't matter, and I thought it mattered, but obviously it probably doesn't.
Yeah, it's true because everyone from like my sixth form, they're all coming out of uni now, most of them, and they're just in the same place that they were. Like, well, they've obviously got their degree, but like they're going back to their parents. They're like, they're not going to find a job straight away.
No,
and so it's kind of they're like stressed about what they're going to do. So it makes me feel a little bit better. I feel bad saying that, but. Like, I don't know. It's hard.
No, honestly, like, as in, I don't know. I feel like it doesn't make me feel. I guess it also makes me. Well, the job market right now, anyway, is I don't know. It's like it's actually on its like legs. I don't know what's going on, but it's not doing well. So I was like, it makes you really scared for just like I don't know, your future and like all this other stuff. But it's just like, ugh. It's like when you just think about your future, you're like, I don't want it.
I don't want it. Get it out. I can't do that.
I don't want it. It's just I don't want to think about that.
That's terrifying.
So bad.
Honestly.
It's just, who knows? I added that in. We as young people, we needed to hear, like, this whole conversation we're having, we needed it back then because we didn't know what was, like, set out, like, for us. And we didn't know what the world was going to be like either. So it's just like, it's just like for any young people listening, it's okay. Like it's actually okay, and you will be able to figure things out for yourself. And growing should also be seen as something beautiful, like, you know what I mean? Not afraid of the concept of aging, because lots of people are but it's like, embrace it, because aging is beautiful as well.
It is.
And I'm like, I mean, I'm so like, it's weird, it feels weird to say, but I'm excited to be old. I want to be a granny, but like immediately. Like I want gray as well, I want gray hair, and I want to sit in a recliner seat and and like and knit. And like, I don't know, and 2 cats underneath my feet.
Yes, the cats.
But that's the ideal. And also like a cottage as well. And it's crazy. That's even actually we'll leave this on our last bit actually. It's I've always thought on where it is that I've really wanted to like live, if I've wanted to stay in Britain, but then I also think boo. Boo Britain. Boo Britain. I'm like, no, I don't want to stay here. But it's like I've always thought that I wanted to be on one of those really like, I don't know, like, you know, when you think of like Iceland and like how they have loads of green areas and you just want like a hut in the middle of one of those green areas and no one around you. Like,
that's what I want.
Right. But I guess I feel like you also want community though, because sometimes they talk about the fact that living I guess alone or those kind of areas that it can be a bit like lonely. But then I know that I'm not like afraid of like loneliness, like it's a thing, like as in I've got accustomed to it, so it's like it's not hard. But I think you also want to have that close neighbor as well. Do you know what I mean? I guess you want to be on your own, but you want to be able to go next door and also get eggs if you run out. Like, you also
that's so cute.
You want that at the same time. But that's like my ideal. Or what do you think your ideal is as well, though, Brick?
Well, I have always literally said I want to live in the middle of nowhere with goose and grow my own veg.
That's gorgeous.
Like, but then my mom's always like, "You're gonna be alone. And it's literally the same thing as what you said. Like, then I do realize we do need community. Like, that's what we need more of right now.
Honestly,
third spaces, community, just like somewhere where we can gather for free, please. But I guess I don't know. Yeah, I still don't know if I want to live here, or I have thought about Amsterdam.
Okay, cute.
Yeah, but also I didn't realize it's actually as bad like there as it is here with like the far right and stuff.
Oh,
and, like,
that seems like that's the theme for most countries anyway. Yeah, well, like, even if we move out, we're not going to be happy. We're not going to move countries.
Why does this happen? So, I mean, Iceland is pretty good though with its government, and I think with like I feel like it is maybe Iceland, but I'm not sure. Maybe somewhere in the countryside here. I do definitely want to live in the countryside. Maybe.
No, exactly.
But then I'm always gonna miss things though. But no, I think countryside would be lovely with goose, maybe a horse. I would love a horse.
Oh my gosh, that's cute. What you want a farm?
Yeah, maybe a farm, but like where I don't know, with like a horse. Maybe, I mean, not too many animals because that's actually a lot of work.
Yeah.
But
as in, I guess it's like, yes, you want a farm, but then not too many animals. Yeah. So like a few hens.
Yeah, like a few, like 2 chickens
and 2 horses. Or just one. Wait, one horse.
Wait, but then what if they're lonely? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, 2 horses.
No. 2 horses. Yeah, that's great.
That's the max.
Yeah, that would be great, I think.
Okay, thank you for listening, everyone, and thank you so much, Brick.
Thank you. It was so lovely. This is so